Hello, Louisa Jewell here with your weekly juice. I'm coming in today from the beautiful Uxbridge, Ontario. It's getting a little cool here in September. Today I wanted to talk about a very important topic for mental health, and that is the topic of rumination. Now, rumination is when you overthink things. So something happens in your life and then you may think about it over and over and over again. It could last a very short period of time. It could last for days. I used to be a big ruminator, and if something bad happened to me or if there was an injustice, I felt I wasn't fairly treated, or an event happened where I thought I was kind of showed up in a bad way, my thoughts would just run rampant. And it was almost so automatic that I didn't even realize that it was happening, but it was taking over my life. Now, at one point, about 20 years ago, I fell into a very deep and dark depression. I had just gone through several miscarriages and other things were happening in my life. And I went to see a psychologist who was really helpful, helped me get through that depression. But then I discovered positive psychology, and I realized there is a science behind how to stay mentally healthy. And I need to learn that because I can't just keep running back to my psychologist every time something goes wrong in my life. I need to learn the new techniques, ways of thinking, ways of feeling, ways of behaving that were going to help me stay healthy and whole and happy in my life. Now, when I started studying positive psychology, I realized that rumination is one of the number one causes of depression for women. So listen to this. So Nolen Hoeksema, there was a statistic that was reported that women are twice as likely as men to become depressed. And most people said, oh, isn't that interesting? Well, Nolen Hoeksema went one step further and said, why? Why are women twice as likely to become depressed than men? And what she discovered is it wasn't hormones, wasn't social, it was rumination. Women ruminated much more than men. Whereas men were able to let things go, women found it more difficult to do that. And when I read that, my eyes popped open because I thought, I'm a big ruminator. I do that a lot. Sometimes I could spend days ruminating about something, even something small that happened days before. So I started to read up on her research material and other researchers who studied rumination and how I can actually stop. And with the techniques in positive psychology and with other techniques I've learned, I trained myself to stop ruminating. And I can't even begin to tell you how much that has affected my mental health. It's been an incredible transformation, and I don't ruminate anymore. And when I find myself ruminating, I have the techniques to stop it. And so what I did a few years ago is I wrote a book called The Rumination Cure. And I have the link below if you want to download it. You can download it off my website for free. And again, it's going to have, there's 7 different techniques that I describe in the ebook that will help you overcome rumination. Or if you're working with people who ruminate or who overthink, this is a tool that will significantly help you in either helping yourself or helping others. Now, further to that, I created a course, an online course. And what I realized is that people really need help to step them through these techniques. People want more guidance and support. And so I want to know, is this a course that you're interested in taking? It's a 6-week course. It's going to be all about rumination and overthinking. We're all going to help each other overcome this default way of being, of living, of overthinking things and letting things go. I want to be able to help you, support you, guide you every step of the way to transforming. And if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, your clients can do it. Together, we can share resources on how collectively we can help women in general to improve their mental health and get over rumination once and for all, for life. So I have some links below. If you're interested, you can let me know. I'm always thinking of you. I hope that you had a wonderful summer. I look forward to the fall, and I will see you next week.